Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Spottiest stream. Man, I'm so excited because it's gonna be it's gonna be a great night. We got 3 matches lined up for you. That's a great length of a stream. Means I don't get too tired, and you know when I don't get too tired, I love to go all out with my casting. And of course, if anybody doesn't know who I am, I'm Spottiest C. I'm your caster tonight, and man, it's going to be a great night. We've already seen one match earlier today, this Sunday. As we finish up the regular season of the Indy Gaming League, we just saw the football cars 3-1 the Plasma Keks. And for a quick update, I'm going to tell you what happened to the Plasma Keks, and if they made it into the playoffs. They did just recently play Showtime Raz. And it looks like none of them actually input in a result, so still interested in what's happening over there. But they did just recently play Showtime Raz in their last game. Actually, I have no clue what happened. If they haven't stated the result yet, so who knows? But after that, we have what's coming up is the 3 Whiffateers versus Leopards Gaming, Strikes of Chaos Emerald, and the Finesse Fathers, and then Triple Commits and Eternal Empire. Some teams are trying to keep their unbeaten streaks alive. Some are just trying to make the playoffs by the slimmest of margins. And we're gonna start off with that second match there, the 3 Whiffateers versus Leopards Gaming. And what a series indeed. 3 Whiffateers currently having a pretty decent season for themselves. They are 3-2, 9th seed. They've already secured the playoffs. On the other side, the Leopards Gaming team, currently 20th. They're not even in the playoffs yet. They need to get this win and some help if they want to get in to the playoff conversation. In fact, I'm going to take a quick check. Actually, there's absolutely no way they can make the playoffs anymore. Leopards Gaming is already out of the playoffs. I did a quick check with the math, and yeah, they're actually too far out of the playoffs. Their game win differential isn't good enough for them to get back in. So this is their last hurrah this season, just to go out there, have some fun. Whereas the Whiffateers, we've seen one of their players, Jay Barrett's, before. You saw as he lost to Radiance Live's Scarecrow in a 1v1 show match earlier this week. Oh, he's going to hope to take a win here against the Leopards Gaming team. Then again, have nothing on the line, and a lot of teams that, when they have nothing on the line, just don't care. They go all out. If they can get something good to happen at the end, that's fine. If not, then I don't really care. So I kind of find that a bit funnier for both these teams, meaning that there's nothing on the line for them, as we are going to get the info out to both teams. And we are going to get a quick prediction poll going. Who do you think will win? The 3 Whiffateers, who will be representing the blue, and Leopards Gaming in the orange. Make sure to tell me who you think will win down below in the chat, or just vote with your points. As again, this will be a best of 5. Like all matches today, will be a best of 5. And with 3 of them, sure they get some good action. Both these teams do have some pretty standout players for Whiffateer as well. Most of them have some pretty low scoring statistics. Uvwen is going to be the player they focus on with the shooting and even the saves. He's averaging 1.53 saves. And for Leopards Gaming, it's going to be a lot of reliance on Danferg to be putting up the goals. He is averaging about a goal per game. The next highest is at about 0.5. So he's going to be scoring most of their goals. Leopards Gaming, not a very high scoring team. They've only been able to score 25 goals this circuit, which is tied for second worst goals in total in the league. And it's not been a good season for Leopards Gaming again. Kind of a tough end for them, but they're going to play out their last match, and we're going to see what they can do. And the side of 3 Whiffateers get scored on almost as much as they score themselves. 41 goals to 40. Makes sense that they have a 3-2 record coming into this final week. We'll see if they can end it as 4-2 and climb up those ranks a little bit more. And again, they have a much better goals, saves, and assists per game statistic for them, so they are the heavy favorites here. But again, Leopards Gaming, I did tell you guys, there's nothing on the line for them. They aren't going to make it into the playoffs. It's not like a loss here will be anything catastrophic. They're just trying to see. They're just trying to have some fun at this last match. It's not going to be all that important for them. So, just going to go out and do their best. It's really the only thing. That's really the best. That's really the only thing you can ask for them to do. On the other side, three Whiffateers do have something to play for. Again, seeding. A win here could bounce them up a couple different positions into the top 6. Even I believe they can make top 6. Yeah, they could make top 6 actually. Top 6 is only a 10% game differential away. Not impossible for them to get there. The one player I am looking at on three Whiffateers again is one player who hasn't played for them. It's Papa Snuggle. Hasn't played for them at all. Maybe they'll give him some game time. Usually with matches like these where there really isn't anything on the line, Whiffateers can't get themselves eliminated with the loss. Again, they're 3-2. The players that have to come in there would have to be come into the top 16 would have to be 2-4. And for this team, they really don't have anything to lose. They 3-2. They've already made playoffs. It's the seeding for them is, I don't know how important it is for them, but for a lot of teams, the seeding doesn't really matter. And you might as well maybe they give their sub a little bit of game time here, just to see what he can throw at them. And what's the best he can handle. So yeah, again, we are making sure that everybody's in the lobby. We're making sure that everybody makes it on time. As they are here, they are all ready. They want to start right now. Ready to go in game. To the field. The last game of the Indy Gaming League regular season for both teams. As thank you for letting me know Waffleman's going to be subbing in for Hydra Cheetah. And hello there, Cat. Hello, Groovy Cat. Hello, GK. How you doing? So I already see one of them wanting to join. I think both of them are in. Well, I thought that was one of the Leopards. There they are. I was like, Leopards Gaming must be in the lobby. I saw one of them join. There they are. It was Timmy that I think joined. Well, let's get ourselves going. It's a best of 5 here. How far can you go when there's no pressure on Leopards Gaming? Gonna try to get themselves off to an early start here. The shot saved away by Jay Barrett's. And Barrett's having one of the worst shooting accuracy statistics, only averaging .11 goals per game. And with that low goals per game, you must be shooting a lot every single game to do it. Maybe he's just their most aggressive player. He doesn't like to put in the shots in the net. Who knows? Maybe he isn't their shooting guy. Well, he's gonna. Well, it doesn't really matter anymore for these guys. They're just gonna see what happens as. Who's these? Who's that guy? And they are bringing in Papa Snuggle. The sub. First match of the Indy Gaming League season for him. On this three Whiffateers 3v3 team. The question is, how do they play? Unless the, these nuts guy is Waffleman. Oh, wait, no, it's not Waffleman. Waffleman's on Leopards. And who is this guy? Anyways, we'll figure it out. I'll ask Barrett's about who he is afterwards. There's Danford gonna keep control, getting through Papa Snuggle. And I'm not going to say his player name until I know which player he is. Hey, Waffleman scores. I didn't even pay attention. I was looking down at chat because someone messages. But Waffleman really go for Leopards Gaming, and already the pressure getting this Papa Snuggle there a little bit. As he overshoots that one. Waffleman gets it. That's too high. There's Barrett's. I was like, he's going to let me know at some point. It's too high. Got it. That makes more sense. You know what? With a guy's name like that, I'm surprised I'm surprised I didn't make any like weed jokes about him. But it seems like he's already made all the jokes himself. And no, I'm not gonna like pretend to be the meme. Oh, saved on the line by Papa Snuggle on Waffle Man shot. Also, thanks Droppin' Woes for being so critical. And Barrett's over. Oh, it's over too by White Timmy. Oh, saved on the line by Too High. Danford back towards the net. Barrett needs to get this one. Epic Timmy coming across as well. Leopards Gaming throwing a lot of shots in front to get that second goal, but Barrett's all the way back to get his first and to tie up this game. Danford and Epic Timmy caught just too slow to Barrett's aggression. And trust me, guys, I feel like this because it's like the first game. It's the first game of the day, and I'm really excited because I know that after this stream I get to take a really long nap. Because well, that sounds really morbid actually. As Danford is going to score this one, a huge miss off the backboard is going to give Danford a very easy shot. As Barrett doesn't read this bounce, but Danford does. It just takes him a little longer. He waits on the goal line. But as I was saying, after today, today it will mark 14 days straight of casting every single day. After this, I'm gonna be hopefully taking a long break. I don't have any plans for Monday or Tuesday actually. If you guys do, if you guys want to make my life more fun and get me to do casting matches in those days, just hit me up on Discord at SportyFC, and I'm sure to be there. If not, you can always hit me up on Twitter, SportyFCRL. Yeah, Snuggle on target, saved away by Papa. And shot back in by Barrett, saved away by Waffle Man, and Leopards Gaming holding up pretty well on defense. They're only up by 1 goal, but they're definitely doing very well at continuing to put pressure on Whiffateers. Leopards Gaming just again no pressure on them here, and I mean there shouldn't be any either for the Whiffateers. They've already secured playoffs. This win isn't going to matter too much, but they do still have something to play for. Whereas Leopards Gaming do not. They don't even have seating to be their friend. Awful man. Not on net. Jay Barrett is going to flick it away, and surprising that the guy with the lowest goals per game average out of anybody except for Papa Snuggle is, you know, is the one to score, but he is their captain. Again, averaging only 0.11 goals per game. The only person to score so far for the three Whiffateers. And that's pretty crazy because him and Papa Snuggle are both added together average less than 0.2 goals per game. That's because this is Papa Snuggle's first game, so I guess that doesn't really make too much sense, but along with Too High, they're just trying to get it. The problem here for the Whiffateers is going to be those goal scoring. They don't have a lot of really high goal scorers. Again, the big player to focus on for them would have been Uvwin, but he's not playing here. Reading that their goals per game average is altogether averaging less than a goal per game. Gonna make scoring really difficult for this roster. It's not like Leopards Gaming isn't having their own troubles again. They are currently second lowest for current total goals in the division. They're tied for second lowest. There's actually one team that's just slightly lower than them in goals per game in the goals total. As that shot saved by Epic Timmy on the goal line. And Leopards Gaming stand tall on defense. They keep their lead. How long does it have to last, or will it even be held together? Epic Timmy needs to be challenged here by someone on the Whiffateers. It's gonna be Too High, and this one Papa Snuggle demoed. It's in front. Leopards Gaming hoping it drops, but it will not. Still, Papa Snuggle can't read it. Should have gone for the doink play, I would assume. That's what he was going for, actually. He was going for a bit of a doink, and Leopards Gaming wins out game 1. And the debut for Papa Snuggle, not a great start for him. He's the lowest on this leaderboard. As altogether 3 Whiffateers, again, averaging less than a goal per game with the 3 players they're playing right now. On the other side for Leopards, they have Danford, who averages a goal per game. And again, it's really difficult for Whiffateers to get goals. They're going to need to have exceptional defense if they want to hold themselves up to this pressure, because their offense just hasn't been very strong this season. It doesn't help that they don't have Uvwin in here right now, but now they're bringing in Just Do It, and it looks like maybe Uvwin is joining in. We have Too High leaving. We are not. I have no clue what they're doing here. It is. They are subbing in. Just do it. Just do it. Does have a slightly better goals per game average than Too High. But again, still, this roster of... Let's see what roster they have. They're playing. They have Barrett's. Yeah, it's... Oh, no. Now they average over a goal per game. They're subbing out Papa Snuggle for... Not Too High. For... I'll get it. For Do It. Meaning that now their roster altogether averages over a goal per game. And again, that was their issue last game. They were able to get 1 goal, but that's an anomaly for them with this roster. But this one, scoring almost expected from them. Game 2, Leopards Gaming took game 1, and right now it looks like maybe they're just trying out new rosters here for Whiffateers. Going into the playoffs, not a bad idea against in a match that has no bearings on them or the current structure of the bracket all that much. It's not like they're fighting to be at the top of their league. They're pretty content with sitting where they are, trying out new rosters, seeing what works. And a lot of teams do that at this level, at this point in their season, because there's no real need to do it. If you're in the playoffs, why try to win everything when you don't actually have to? You know that you might be struggling a little bit with certain rosters, and so why not try new ones? As Barrett's going to get the first goal of the game, but it wasn't by his own touch. It was from a Leopards Gaming defender. I believe it was Epic Timmy who, just shoots it back into his own net. And a back pass, or whatever it was, that didn't work to how he envisioned it. Leopards Gaming. Oh! Oh, why? What the? That's a fast goal. My goodness! Right off the kickoff, Epic Timmy pinches it through, and Leopards Gaming ties it back with just a second. You know, it doesn't take too long, and that woke everybody up. And if that didn't, my screaming definitely did. Screamed like a little girl. That's because I'm that's because I have like the smallest vocal cords. I'm tiny. Going in, it's under the net. Barrett's catches it, and I do like what he and Too High did there. They both exchanging glances. They're like, no, you take it, you take it. No, I must insist. You take it, and Too High does take it. Takes it right to the orange net. Epic Timmy saves. Here comes Barrett's. Oh, Epic Timmy makes another one. Do It can't get the shot, and Leopards Gaming don't escape with it. I was going to say they got rid of the pressure, but here comes Too High. And that one going into the net. Everybody on Leopards Gaming left for boost, leaving no one there to defend and clear. And Too High... Nope. Leopards Gaming now find themselves down. Too High was the one to score it. Barrett's up to himself. He gets bumped away by Waffle Man. And cleared away by Just Do It. Still following through. Danferg waiting back. Flicks it away, but Epic Timmy coming on through. Danferg towards the net. Just Do It. Clears it away. Barrett's demoed out by Waffle Man, and I should correct myself. That may have not been Papa Snuggle's first game. He is averaging 0 on all the marks, which makes me believe it is, but last game actually could have just not been his first. Maybe he just had a really tough game beforehand in a different series. So I should say it's not. Maybe it isn't his debut. Maybe he does play for them more often than I think. That kind of thought just occurred to me. I actually don't know how many games everybody on this team plays, but they are making moves here, trying to get another one. Saved away by Danferg. Leopards Gaming needs to rely on this defense to get their clears, but all of them committing at this one, and their boost getting stolen away by Too High. Do It. No flick there, and Danferg tapped down to Waffle Man. Waffle Man is going to clear it. Leopards Gaming still looking for that goal to tie it up. Remember, Leopards Gaming too have struggles on offense. It's not easy for them to get goals, but surely with 2 minutes remaining, they can definitely get chances, and quality ones at that. Too High past everybody. It's in front of the net. Too High bumped out. Danferg to clear it. get the 50-50. He has no boost. Leopards Gaming stuck on their back line without a lot to in their tank. Yeah, at least they have something. With how far back they sit, they're inviting this pressure from the 3 Whiffateers, as they're free to just take the ball in the midfield, bring it back up, reset their offense. And Leopards Gaming, their midfield just is not there right now. Last game, they were able to hold, as we do seem to have maybe a disconnect here with Epic Timmy. Hopefully it's a controller disconnect and he's able to get back in. We'll take a look at the ping. Ping's looking fine too, so hopefully it's a controller disconnect, as the Leopards Gaming will have to momentarily play with just 2 players. Really, but a terrible time to do that as well, because they're only 1 goal down. They need to get the goal. Epic Timmy, we do see him jumping, so we do know he's there, but he stopped playing. Again, maybe that tells me it's maybe not a controller issue. Maybe it is an issue with his internet. As he is back. So, thank goodness he is back in the lobby, and he's actually playing. And he's gonna start off with getting this touch out. No one there. He can't get the touch, and Waffleman isn't gonna go for the challenge. And with no time remaining, that's going to end all hopes for Leopard Gaming in getting a Game 2 victory. Waffleman, at that point in the game, you need to go in for that challenge. And Leopards Gaming will not be able to get back. This ball hits the ground. Whiffateers will tie it up 1-1. As we go to Game 3. Whiffateers get one back. Was Game 1 a fluke for them? Was that roster just not the one that they were willing to that was supposed to be played as? Oh, what happened here? Interesting. What happened to my points? Here, let's go to this one. Is the points just? No, it's just bad here. I'm gonna have to call a short break. As the graphics are not correct, they're not displaying correctly. So you might have to go to a short break here, everybody, and fix it. Let me do that. Looks like they are still going to play, but are they still playing? They're still gonna be playing without me, I guess. I guess we just have to play with these bad graphics. I'm gonna see if I can get a technical pause at the end of this game. As hello, Son of Chaos, how you doing? Yeah, my points are not displaying correctly, so as you can see, they're incorrect. They're actually right below the scoreboard. So we are going to have to take a technical pause after Game 3 here. Both teams got in the lobby. I don't want to just stop it here and say, no, we have to restart. I'm going to let them continue playing. They all got in, so yeah, we are having strange tech issues here on the stream. We're going to be taking a look and seeing what just happened here, but what's happening? As both teams are still playing. There you go. I'm going to send them that message there. Just letting them know we're going to have a quick pause before Game 4 to make sure we fix any sort of issues as Leopards Gaming saved away by Just Do It. And I would hate to pause these guys again. It's going to stop that momentum, but we do need to fix these tech issues as I don't know how these happened. Leopards Gaming getting off to a good start. How are the matches today? We've had one match today. We have only had one match today. This is the second. We're gonna have 2 more after this. The match earlier, we saw Plasma Kex versus Football Cars. Football Cars ended their season 6-0 with a 3-1 win. Now we're watching Leopards Gaming with no chance left to get into the playoffs versus an already playoff secured 3 Whiffateers. I'm gonna have to let Danford know that we'll need a pause before game 4. As Just Do It gets up in time to get the save. And a great play from him, keeping this game tied up and giving Whiffateers the ability to get a lead. I can't speak correctly. And all they need is 1 goal to do it. Just do it infield for 2 high, off the post. Parrots gonna come in 50-50. Danford. Phoenix collide, and it will favor Leopards. Awful man. Demoed out by Just Do It. And here comes Barrett's. Barrett's clears it long to 2 high, 2 high! Infield pass, and I do love the duck wheels, must say. I didn't notice those. I do like the duck wheels. As Barrett's using the nose of his Fennec to get the most amount of power, passes to 2 high, steers it towards the right direction. And with that, we see a lead established by the 3 Whiffateers. They lost in game 1. But now in game 3, their offense starting to click a little bit more as the series has gone on. Epic Timmy rolling out. Just Do It. Can't get the touch, and Epic Timmy can't either. Waffle Man to there. Shot over 2 high. It's going to go in. 2 high. Caught in no man's land. And Waffle Man will tie it up 1-1. As his positioning there, very questionable. As he doesn't have a lot of boost. Instead of sitting behind this goal line, he pushes out. And that ball expectedly goes over his head. He doesn't have enough time to react to it. And now Leopards Gaming scores off kickoff. This happened last game, and it's going to happen again here. Leopards Gaming now 2-1. As Just Do It's too slow on the kickoff compared to Waffle Man. As this game now entering the final 90 seconds, the winner of this will take match point. The Whiffateers are currently down by 1. They can definitely tie it up. As their offense, again, while it has had its issues, it has been scoring, and it's been making some pretty good plays, but Leopards Gaming, that kickoff goal gave them the lead here. The only set piece in the game, and Leopards Gaming played it correctly. Barrett's to the sidewall, looking in field. Is there an option for him? No, there is not. It's Just Do It, though. Just has to jump in. And Waffle Man back. Past 2 defenders. Danford in field. Epic Timmy getting rid of the defense. Danford's shot is off target. Here comes Waffle Man, saved by 2 high. And Danford can't get the touch. Epic Timmy with some space to use. 50'd by Jay Barrett's, and 2 high with the clear. Waffle Man caught out of position. Needs to get back quickly. Needs to make this touch. Does. And now Leopards Gaming can come back. Leopards Gaming, their offense, while I have had criticisms for it, their defense has been playing pretty well, and their offense this game has been stepping up. Waffle Man scoring his 3rd goal against the Whiffateers. I just did this to myself. And Leopards Gaming find themselves leading by 2. 2 high, trying to find an opening. But that clear from Waffle Man is going to put Leopards Gaming's fears at ease. They're going to be taking match point in this series, as the ball is going to most likely hit the ground. There it is. As we are going to now take a quick tech pause. Make sure that we fix all the issues. We'll be right back. I promise you guys it shouldn't take more than a minute. Epic Timmy, your screen's lagging. Do you want us to do a server reset while we're at it? If you need a server reset, let us know. That's why I'm standing. Again, do you want us to do a server reset, my friend? We can do a server reset. I have no problem with that. So stay back. Again, here, you know, Epic Timmy, for you, we'll do a server reset for you, okay? We can do a server reset for you, my friend. Just gonna make sure that we're confirming where the screen issues do come from here. It is not a server. It is not a server issue apparently. So it looks like we will be sticking with the same servers. As we have fixed those issues now on stream, go back. We've been able to correct the scoreboard. There we go. Now the points are displaying correctly. Let's make sure that all the points are displaying. Let me check here to make sure all the points are actually displaying correctly. Yes, they are. There we go. Okay, all the points are good. Yeah, you guys can, Yep, I'm gonna get you guys to join back real quickly. Welcome back, stream. Sorry about that. We did have some tech issues, but we fixed them all. Let's get ourselves back into the series. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's the wrong button. I just pressed a random button on my controller. I don't think that showed up on stream, but... Whoops. We're going to game 4. I accidentally selected Urban Central, but to be fair, at least it's Urban Central and like not a bad map. It's a good map to use, so I don't mind it. We haven't actually. I'm surprised this map isn't in the RLCS rotation because it's so pretty. It's one of the. It's one of my favorites. This map could be where the 3 Whiffateers sees this series end. By the way, did you guys see that thing that popped up on my screen right before the game started? I did press a random button on my controller and it accidentally popped up like an overlay. If it did, I mean, it's not like it's a problem or anything, but I don't think it has anything sensitive on it. Just let me know. Here comes too high, looking for the double, can't get it. It's in front of the net. Here comes Barrett, saved away by Danford. Too high, just do it. I know you don't see it. Okay, cool. Well, then I don't even have to worry about it. Timmy, in for Danford. Danford! Barrett's there, but here comes Timmy! Misses the net. The pressure from Do It, just a little too much. As Danford, not the touch he wants there, and too high. Long clear, almost finds the net as well, but this follow-through will. Danford, though, pitches it against his own post to get rid of it. Leopards Gaming stay alive. And that's their defense at work. They've been doing this all series long, and it's kept them here. It's kept them here against the Whiffateers, but how will they get that first goal? How will they get that opening? And how will they keep themselves alive? Maybe even to get that series win here for Leopards Gaming. They're up 2-1. And we just won game 3. Do It. Past one player. Waffle Man there. Gets it past Do It and now into the corner. Waffle Man to Timmy. Timmy misses the shot. Could have served as a fake as well. It catches one defender out, but there were 3 in there. And still Leopards Gaming stuck on 0 goals. They've been able to keep the Whiffateers at bay though. And where will it start? There's a demo right there from Too High. Epic Timmy right between the smoke. Too high, can't get past Danford, and it's in front of the net. No one to make contact. In fact, a dunk play is going to give Leopards Gaming at least some glimmer of hope before the Whiffateers take it away. And now Whiffateers, they've been playing defense for a while now. Why are they going to use their chance on the orange half? Well, they're going to score with it as well here, as the organization on this Leopards Gaming squad completely crumbles with a couple demos to boot and a trip over the post from Epic Timmy. Barretts finds the open net in front of him and he scores. A win here for the Whiffateers can take us to game 5. Waffle Man out to Danford, cut away by Jay Barretts. Waffle Man now getting himself involved. Too high. And cleared away by Waffle Man. But now it's Do It. Danford. Keeping it high. And let Epic Timmy come into this, but instead Danford bumps him away. And now getting bumped into the shot from it by Epic Timmy. Waffle Man's the last man back. And Waffle Man's been quiet. Exceptionally quiet. Ever since game 3, he got 3 goals for them. And those were enough to win it. But now, stuck with very little. Although his demos are doing a number on this blue offense, but again, where's the offense from Leopards Gaming? Where's those goals that they were able to score so freely last game? Danford, tap down, it's in front of the net, Epic Timmy's there. And what will he do with it? Epic Timmy can flick it infield, doesn't have the boost. Danford's gonna take it himself. And Waffleman's challenge doesn't connect with the ball. Whiffateers back downfield. Danford saves it. And it's bouncing away again. Leopards Gaming, still no offense. They're putting in a lot more demos, but that's also putting them out of position. It's forcing them to have to have less shots and more demo aggression. It may not be their best option. As a demo coming out from the Whiffateers. 2 demos coming out from the Whiffateers. Gets rid of any of the problems against them. But can Leopards Gaming create some? Just do it, get a flip reset there. My goodness. As Epic Timmy You got head enhanced moment. That was an open net. And probably should have been a goal. But thank goodness, Waffle Man, well, thank goodness says Timmy, Waffle Man cleans up any danger. We were in the final seconds. Epic Timmy almost threw away that tie game opportunity. But Waffle Man ties it up. 15 seconds left. Leopards Gaming have had a couple goals off kickoff. This one may become another off the backward. Waffle Man in for Danford. Danford can't contend it. And Epic Timmy trying to get anything to go. It's still bouncing. Still up. Last seconds to win it here for Leopards Gaming. They need to get a shot right now. Whiffateers clear it. We go to overtime in Game 4. And now, one goal decides everything. Epic Timmy, Jay Barrett keeps it down. Danford off the corner to the back wall. And here comes too high. It's up in front. Barrett's to contend it. Danford, now Waffle Man isn't going to get much out of there. He was looking for a passing opportunity, but even if he got it, Epic Timmy so far back. And he has talked about being the defensive one here this series, but so far back in that situation, he wouldn't have been able to read it. Danford. When he get a second touch, can't do it. Waffle Man. Now Danford, and they're trying to get a couple passes string here, and they do get it rid, but only for a split second. Do it all the way ready back, and forcing Epic Timmy to use some boost to get up to that challenge. All Whiffateers need to do, force Leopards Gaming to use that boost, make them flat-footed. Or just, contend the uncontested. Barrett's off the corner and too high. Waffle Man nor Epic Timmy called for this one, and too high is gonna walk right into tying this series up. Whiffateers take us to Game 5. In Champions Field we go. Last chance for both these teams. Whiffateers have just given themselves match point. But Leopards Gaming have stuck around with it for one game already. The difference was that overtime goal. Leopards Gaming, none of them in front of the net. There's two defenders, none of them jumped. And for once, their defense not able to hold strong. Again, 10 saves. I tell you, Leopards Gaming have one of the most defensive rotations, but they are able to make saves on a lot of these shots, but their offense has always been a bit of an issue. The Whiffateers have 13 shots. They've only scored twice. That's not going to win you anything. Against any team in this league, you have to be shooting a lot better for 13 shots. Here's Champions Field. The star-studded glorious field awaits us to determine who wins the series. 3 Whiffateers. Leopards Gaming, nothing really on the line for these teams, but Leopards Gaming, that kind of content, relaxation from them. Maybe it just makes them feel a little bit better, a little more calm in this series. It can help them get their wins. We're waiting for both rosters to join. You gifted subs or something on the line? What do you mean gifted subs? What do you mean by gifted subs, Noisy Reg? You're not on the line. We're not betting gifted subs here. We're betting channel points. And now we're hearing a late substitution. Papa Snuggle coming back in to replace out Too High. Too High was their highest goals per game scorer this season. He didn't have a lot of goals in this series, but subbing in Papa Snuggle, a late call from Jay Barrett. We're getting a pause here from Papa Snuggle, a short temporary pause. 2 of his players have just had their games crash, and you do need 3 players to play in the Indy Gaming League 3v3s. So they do have. Earlier I said if Leopard wins, I'd gift 5 subs. Where did you see that? Oh, there you go. 5 gifted if Leopards take the series. Well, now it's on the line. Gotta be a little careful about that, but let's see. And so far in the predictions, seeing some people putting in votes, but again, we'll be waiting for everybody to join back in. We're making sure everything out fine. I have let Danferg know that when his players do join, they can start playing whenever they need to. Waffleman's back in. And Epic Timmy also had a crash, so we're gonna make sure he gets in the lobby as well. Although it says Epic Timmy left, so who knows what's happening over there? But it does seem like it's a crash here from both these players. Ready whenever they are. Game 5 can start on their command. Or, you know what, on Just Do It's command. I guess he wants to play. Everybody's going to be getting in, hopefully. There they are. Hello, Worthy. Yes, I did hear from Danferg himself that both Epic Timmy and Waffleman had their games crash at the exact same time, so we were able to take just a short momentary pause to make sure that everybody gets in the lobby and is ready for Game 5! One more match to end it. One more game to end it. Every goal matters 10 times more now. Because that goal means you're one step closer to winning out the series, Jay Barrett's! Coming on through like a freight engine. Gets the dunk as well on this play. Forcing his way past Epic Timmy and Waffleman. And the Whiffateers score first. After Game 3, Whiffateers won Game 4. Now with the momentum in Game 5, their defense just needs to play strong. But in Game 5 scenarios, it's very easy to get nervous, very easy to get ahead of yourself. Can't overthink it. You have to play the game plan that you design, and the one that you know will work. We do see again another substitution coming in. This is their second substitution in this series, with Papa Snuggle coming back in after a hiatus after Game 1. The sub out Too High. Too High came in. Duet just subbed in the first game for Papa Snuggle. So changing up these rosters, trying to see what works. As Whiffateers off to a great start, and now make it even better. TTTV Just Do It scores and doubles their lead off of Barrett's assist as he splits the defense and cuts a goal into the hearts of Leopards Gaming team and fans. Whiffateers trying to make this game get out of reach soon. They're already up by 2. With very little time having gone by. Whiffateers running with momentum. Waffleman. Again, the guy that was entrusted to score a lot of the goals in Game 3. Ever since then, hasn't been able to find that net really all that much since. Snuggle. Here's it long. Danferg's last. Danferg, one touch to himself and clears it away. Just Do It there. Back the other way, but Waffleman and Jay Barrett's. It's just a game of boom ball here. Who is going to get that possession? Will be Leopards. Now, how long can they hold it? Shot here from Waffleman. Barrett's to clear. And Barrett's, we have the dribble play. Past Danferg, gets off the post. Danferg gets the slightest of touches to keep this game at least somewhat achievable for Leopards. Again, they still need shots, they need goals, and that's not easy to come by for Leopards Gaming. Whiffateers have had much more shots this series. And they're looking to just continue that same, I guess, answer. A lot of shots from them. At some point, one of them's going to work. As Whiffateers, once again, trying to slow down Leopards Gaming as much as possible, where they have to play some goal line defense. Barrett's not able to get the touch. It goes away, and Papa Snuggle off the sidewall. And do it. Can't get through Danberg. Here comes Barrett's. Barrett's one touch, can't make the second. Papa Snuggle in. Will not be able to make it himself, and Waffle Man clears it away. Waffle Man infield. Pass to Danberg! Danberg uses the crossbar like his friend. And he's giving life to this Leopards Gaming team. Off the pass from Waffle Man. Danberg tucks it under the crossbar. And Leopards Gaming, just like that, they're making this one a game. One goal away from tying it up. Barrett's. Off the post, infield. Do it! In front of the nets. Danberg clears it. Gets it away, and now one-on-one with Barrett's. It's gonna go through! And a 2-goal swing for Leopards Gaming. It's Danberg to score both. And it's all tied up. Leopards Gaming are willing their way back into this game. Back into this series. They've done it in games 2 and 3. Willpower was just too strong, and now in game 5, Danberg to step up. Barrett's off the back wall. Clear it away by Timmy. Waffle Man. No, he can't get through, and Danberg dunked away by Do It. Whiffateers still know they're only 1 goal away from taking that lead right back. All they need is one good chance. Here comes Papa Snuggle. And that one gotten away by Danberg. Timmy jumping in early to challenge that. Danberg can get his touch. Leopards Gaming, all they need is one chance of their own. And this could be it. Waffle Man isn't going to be able to get it past Danberg. Not Danberg, Jay Barrett's. Back to Timmy. Timmy clears it, and Leopards Gaming playing a lot of defense, but we know that they like that defense. They play a far back rotation. They haven't had to make any real crazy changes. They're just playing better on offense. They have someone to rely on to get that shooting. It was Danberg. Will anybody else on their team step up? Make this a 2-headed monster instead of just one. Waffle Man trying to be the answer, but Leopards Gaming, their shot has not been strong enough. They're waiting for a breakaway opportunity, and we might go all the way, but we're taking down the last seconds. As this ball will be kept up, it's in front for Papa Snuggle. Papa Snuggle to end it. It's hit the ground just before the goal line, and Papa Snuggle almost scored his first goal of the season. Would have been the one to win it in game 5. Danberg with the clear. Back to Do It. Do It. Looking in field for anyone, but Leopards Gaming still hold strong. A double commit though. Danberg gonna be reliant on getting this clear. He is. The full head of steam, but in for a Do It. Off the post. Once again, close, but not in. And it needs to go in to end this series. Whiffateers, we know that they put on a lot of shots, but now all that matters is one. Just one good shot to end it. For Leopards Gaming, all they need the Whiffateers to do is give them one good chance. If Danberg's on the end of it, he might be able to complete his hat trick as well. Timmy clears it away. Back. Papa Snuggle's there, but it bounces up and away. Danberg, touch off the back wall. And this one, Waffle Man almost got it past Just Do It, but Just Do It up in time. Now I pick Timmy, past Papa Snuggle. Just Do It. Once again, there on defense to keep the hopes and dreams alive. As Danberg saved by Papa Snuggle. Leopards Gaming getting a few licks of their own. But again, no goals. Do It in the corner. A light touch as well. Papa Snuggle in. And again, a lot of people are asking, was that substitution the necessary change? Papa Snuggle trying to prove that it was. It was so close to ending it on 0 seconds. Now, though, in overtime, don't have to worry about the ground being a problem anymore. All they need is good. As hello, Jumanjin. Yes, you are in VC. I see you. I don't see you. Are you in the VC in the Knights of Chaos server? Or in my server. Do you mean DM or something? I saw what you said, my friend. I will make sure to attend to it soon enough. We're just currently watching a Game 5 overtime between these two teams who, coming in, having moderate seasons at best for Whiffateers. For Leopards Gaming, though, their chances are down, but they're not out of this. They're still trying to get that. They're just trying to get a win here, just to end their season on a high note. But it's back in front. Here comes Waffleman. Barrett just to save it. And it's back the other way. Epic Timmy keeping it close. Trying to get the clear. He doesn't get the touch, and that could give Whiffateers a chance. This clear. It's going to go over Papa Snuggle. Papa Snuggle now not able to clear it back. And Leopards Gaming trying to pull the tide their own way. So we're heading into over 3 minutes of overtime. Still no goals yet. We're just waiting for one, as both teams are just grasping for anything. It's back. Barrett's. Clears it away. Here comes Do It! Papa Snuggle. Timmy gonna go back, and Leopards Gaming once again, they're putting on a little more pressure. But Whiffateers, again, all they need is one good shot. They can come anywhere. It can come here! Just do it! He does it! He wins the series for the Free Whiffateers. 3 minutes and 30 seconds of overtime. And the Whiffateers end up on top. It was a long struggle for them. And my voice, happy to see the end. In fact, you won't have to be worrying about the gifted subs, Noisy Veg. They don't even matter. What a series win for them, as that's going to end off their season. And a great result going into the playoffs as well for the Whiffateers. They win it when they needed to. And we will be getting a short interview with one of the players. I do have an update on the match that was meant to come up, Circus Cast Emerald versus the Finesse Fathers. That match, it will end in that match will end in a forfeit. As another team in that line, another team I've been talking with recently, Blinks Clan Academy, holding the 16th seed. Very happy now that the teams above them are getting the wins. Still, though, their life is in a lot of danger, but at least they can breathe a little easier now. Just hoping again that those teams above them can win. Blinks Clan Academy holding on for dear life in that 16th spot. That win will help them out. We're going to go to a short break. And when we will be back, we will get that interview for you guys. Welcome back, everybody. How is everybody doing? Doing well. Doing well. What a series. Went to Game 5. Sadly, again, the series after this that was scheduled was Toxicos Emerald versus Finesse Fathers. That has ended in a forfeit as one of the players on Finesse Fathers was unable to join. So that match has been removed from the Twitter just to not confuse anybody. Again, making sure that we can get someone in for the interview. It looks like it will be Barrett joining us of the Whiffateers. Which means that we have a lot of time here to get this interview done. Meaning that we're only going to have one other match tonight. It will be Triple Commit versus Eternal Empire. Meaning that this stream will probably be cancelled unless someone here can get a scrimmage going. Or can find me an IGL match to cast. We will be canceling the match. We have to cancel it. We will have to cancel that match. And again, if one of you wants to get if one of you can get a scrimmage running, let me know. As welcome to the interview, Jay Barrett. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. It was a really sweaty one for sure.
Yeah, you went all the way to Game 5, over 3.5 minutes in overtime. What finally broke you guys through? We know obviously 2 high scored, but what do you think was really that thing that edged yourself out in Game 5? Because it was by very slight margins that you guys were able to make it.
I just think avoiding the bumps and demos because they were pretty bump heavy towards like Game 3 and Game 4. And I think just avoiding those a little bit more than we were able to was able to push us through to keep that pressure on them.
Well, you know, Leopards Gaming, they came in with a fury. I don't know if that was what you guys expected, but I mean, they really gave you a run for your money. After Game 4, after Game 3, you guys had to win 2 in a row. What did you tell your teammates before Game 4? Because after that, everything changed. You guys took those 2 games. They were close, but a win's a win, and you guys were able to take the series after Game 3. What did you tell your teammates?
We just sat down. I told them, I said, hey, I don't want to go 3-3 on the season. Let's get a winning record. So we just kind of settled down. And then we're able to kind of just read a little bit of their play style and just keep that pressure up to where we were able to score. And I also, we stopped trying to do fancy kickoffs because we got scored on like 3 kickoff goals. So we just buckled down and were able to get the wins.
Keeping your heads down, going into the playoffs, going to be a useful skill for everybody. But we have to. That's not the only thing in the playoffs. You guys are going to be coming in kind of a middle of the road team on that bracket. What do you think sets you apart from everybody else going into these matches? That now it's do or die. You in the playoffs, there are no second chances, unlike the regular season.
I think just being able to keep a calm, cool head, and being able to get back these games like that we lose, like going down 1-2, to be able to win those last 2 and just string multiple wins in a row. I think that's what really helps us.
Yeah, well, again, a win. You guys take it. Sure, it wasn't easy against Leopards Gaming, but you guys take a win anyways. And in the playoffs, it doesn't matter how ugly they look, as long as you get them. Well, thank you so much for joining for the interview. And again, congratulations on your win. A real nail biter at the end there. I'm sure you guys were incredibly nervous in that overtime.
Oh yeah, dude, that was a very sweaty overtime. No, seriously, thank you for casting. It's always fun.
Of course. Well, before you do go, I'm sure you actually know this since you've seen my stream before. There is always a shout out moment for those people who join in for the interviews afterwards. So now the time is yours. Lucky enough, you have as much time as you need because the match after this, which was scheduled for 9 p.m., which is in about a minute, has been canceled. So you have, if you really want to take a whole hour shouting everybody out, you could.
That's unfortunate. I saw it was a Knights of Chaos team too, but I just like Snuggle really pulled it together. Too High was doing amazing. Do It really stepped up too. Like it surprised me tonight. We were able to pull out that win after they came out really hot because I think they needed to win to and some other stuff to happen to get playoffs. So we expected them to come out, and I just like my team really stepped it up.
Yeah, do you have any message for anybody else that is not taking you seriously? There's a lot of teams above you that don't take you guys as a serious cup contender. What do you tell those teams?
Go ahead. Don't take us serious. We'll go ahead and surprise you.
Exactly. Coming in with the confidence. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the interview. On the interview stage. Have an amazing evening. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in the future.
You too. Thank you. Thank you for casting.
Of course. That was Jay Barretts of the Three Whiffateers with a win to make their record 4-2. He told his teammates, I want to end off winning, and they do end off with a winning record here in the Indy Gaming League going into the playoffs. A win, by any means necessary, is a win. A win that they will take. Well, that's going to end it for this one. I think we're going to just have to wait and let the... again, unless you guys have a scrimmage, let me know if you have a scrimmage. Again, if you guys have a scrimmage lined up, I'll take it, but seeing as there may not be any, we might just have to end off the stream here and go wait until we get to the next match at 10 p.m. Thank you guys so much for joining, and remember, at 10, it's going to be Eternal Empire versus the Triple Commit team, and I will be getting a raid going through. Who wants to be raided? Let's see who is live. Let's go raid my friend Rocktain. Rocktain's a cool dude. Let's go raid Rocktain. I don't know if he's playing any. I don't know if he's playing IGL right now, but let's go raid Rocktain. He's playing some Rocket League. Amazing guy. You guys should show some support.